everyone. Is anyone else feeling really thrown off by daylight savings time recently? And now they're saying that they're thinking of making it permanent. They're trying to push a bill that will make it permanent. So, yeah. Nonetheless, I just hope that they make up their minds and either completely get rid of it or make it permanent. Either one, just get it over with. I don't want to switch over anymore. I went to bed at like 6 in the morning or something, 7 maybe even. My sleep is so off right now. Of course, with my non-24, I guess my sleep would be off anyway, but I feel like daylight savings time kind of didn't help. So anyway, oh gosh, my model's freaking out. Anyway, all this because I was trying to brush the hair out of my eyes. It's making my model freak out. Anyways, let's play video games, shall we?
Sega.
Just remember, real Yakuza use a gamepad. I normally use a keyboard, though. Pull off a wall jump? That's ridiculously easy. Silent Forest Zone.
Sonic, 想像以上にやるな。
どれエッグマンの技術も手に入れたしの改造手術でもしてみてはどうじゃ。
メカハリネズミですか。面白い。さすがです師匠。
なにお前さんも同じことを考えておったろう。
さあそろそろピリオドを打つとしよう。
Watching my VOD from yesterday. Which reminds me, remember, I'm a member of the Deadly Six too, apparently. Courtesy of Dragon Cap. Dragon Cap Man. Thank you, Ridelings. So, anyone have anything interesting going on today? Oh. Wow, that's off to a great start, aren't we? Bad Spider-Man music? Well, it's because of these, obviously. Yes, we're playing on PC. How are you, Dan? We are playing on PC, but all of the Wii U content is here. Oh god. man. You flatter me. But I appreciate you too. Okay, spiders. Ow. Okay, that hurts. Maybe if I attack this... Nope. Okay, spiders are bad. I've never beaten this game before. In fact, I had not played this game before yesterday. So far, I've really enjoyed it, though. Like, legit. Okay, but how am I gonna deal with these? There's these ones with... Oh, they all have butterflies in them. I need to destroy them all. Oops, wrong button. Oops, wrong. Okay, this feels like cheating, but... Oh great, one of them's still alive! Get a gun? I should get a gun, that would help. Well, apparently becoming a giant bomb doesn't work either. I guess I'll use my other invincibility since I haven't figured out how to kill them. There we go, we have all the butterflies. And now I'll have to kill another spider at some point, and I'll be completely lost. Giving you blast core dump truck PTSD? Oh no! Time to get moving. Oh no, I died in chocolate again. If you didn't know, Sonic, like many animals, is completely allergic to chocolate. Oh no! It's the mushroom enemy! Time to get moving. Time to get moving. Try something else. I love chocolate. Okay, let's save the animals. And now let's move on. Chocolate is toxic to hedgehogs. Yeah, of course it is. Blast core is awesome, but it definitely has its issues. Oh no, more spiders. More spiders that we don't understand how to kill. Okay. Okay. I guess we gotta figure out how to kill these spiders. Wow, I'm drawing a blank. Is there a wisp power around here somewhere or something? Maybe up this tree? Nope, can't climb the tree, can I? Apparently I have some sort of super homing attack that I didn't even know about. Yep. What the... Okay, so now we know. Gotta do that, followed by the normal homing attack. Very weird. But hey, now we know, right? To be fair, like, the game has tutorials, but it's very hard to find them, which is a major design flaw, I guess. Like, you can miss the tutorials. And I definitely missed the tutorials. Oh, laser bugs. Okay. Trigger fire. You want me to send you a link? Spelled with a Y instead of an I. For the second die, I mean. Right.
Hmm. なんか変だな。
動物たちは俺が助ける。
あ、ソニック、ワンダだよ。
テイルズ、ノー！そんなバカな。
テイルスの行動は見事じゃった。彼の犠牲を無駄にするんじゃない。
助けられたはずなのに、こんな時に俺が一番呪いなんて。
Well, Dells is dead now, I guess. I'm sorry, I just really like showing off this zone. Yeah, not officially, but it's actually easily restored. Ah! Don't you like how Sonic even dresses up for it? That's just great to me.
Yes!
Sonic Isekai. I mean, If you want to talk about Sonic Isekai, like, there's the movie. Well, true. Let's play the Sonic Storybook games. Yeah, I've never played those, but I do have them ready, such as it is. Hey look, I got the Triforce again. Just the whole Triforce sitting in some cave somewhere for Sonic to find. Presumably, we just raided Hyrule Castle. Fry left. Ow. Indeed, Greenie, indeed. Although, let's face it, like, that outfit's pretty baller, right? I just heard somebody lament that their work had Caesar salad, but that it didn't come with sliced beef. Huh. That raises more questions than anything. I never knew salad lovers were so vindictive. Ow. Oh, what the? Did I just gain a ring and lose it at the same time? That just got me a buttload of lives. That's a good question, Dan. I guess it's because they don't want to create an actual, like, flight system. Yeah, Dan from Gigaboots. Oh wait, you Greenlow said that. Oh. I'm so sorry, Greenie. Why is my brain not working today? My brain is not working today. So from now on, everybody is going to swap names. Everybody's going to swap names. And you can be Fry, my cat. Fry can be Sandy. Sure, you could be RPG. I'm so sorry, though. I don't think I've ever made a mistake like that before. Wow. I know you guys say it's okay, but... Oh, I mixed up people's names. It happens while streaming. I did mix up Drop and Dot, but everyone mixes up Dot and Drop, so it's okay. I think even Drop mixed up Dot and Drop once, right? Which is impressive. Yeah, so from now on, I'm just going to be Voxandra. I'm kidding, Vox. I'm kidding. Betrayal. So when are you playing Mega Man X? You know, I really should stream the Mega Man X games. See, my mid-month Mega Man X Marathon would involve Mega Man X7 and X8. I'm kidding. Who would ever do that? That's like... I think that would just make me the evil version of Voxandra, wouldn't it? Oh, Fry, when did you get back? Fry's on my bed now. Because of the input lag I've heard about, so because of the input lag I've heard about, Dan? Here's the thing about me. Here's the thing about me. I'm adapted to input lag from decades of playing things on Kylera. Okay, how do I do this? Oh, with the wisp, of course. Although, I do not forgive input lag in music games. That's a situation nobody can adapt themselves sanely to. The input lag in the average game I don't seriously notice because I just kind of adapt to it passively. That sounds like a bias. So what if I just didn't follow the music at all and randomly pressed buttons? Yeah, exactly, Grilson. Believe me, I detest input lag in general, and I wish we could all go back to the era of CRTs, except still having HD displays somehow. But if I were playing the Legacy collections, I would probably manage okay. Oh no! Yeah, it's definitely great that they've gotten latency down so much. Although even 3 milliseconds can still be significant if you're playing Beatmania 2DX or something. Better than CRTs ever were? Are you telling me that 120 Hz you are getting nanosecond response times? What the heck? Okay, I don't get this part yet. I'll figure it out. I don't get it yet. I have a 144 Hz monitor that has pretty good input times. make CRTs great again. You know, I don't miss the look of CRTs at all. I'm not a fan. And I'm sure most of my friends will consider me a bit of a heathen for that. Emulator pill. I mean, it's partly that, and partly understanding how development went back then. Because, you know, CRT monitors displayed things in a somewhat different way from CRT TVs back then as well. And most developers were using CRT monitors, not CRT TVs, when they were actually developing the graphics for their games. They would occasionally maybe check it on a CRT TV. Anyway, at least nowadays we have upscale. What the heck? Okay, bye, Sonic. We have upscalers that look much closer to what an emulator would output. The thing I'll forever be iffy about is NES palettes, but that's how it goes. Oh no. Okay, this part's tricky. Oh. Thanks, game. The game decided that I was struggling too much at that section and just moved me to the next section. Yeah, I'm so blessed by the game doing that. Anyway, as a result of the whole thing, you know, there's games that actually look better on a CRT TV, and those that really, really don't. Okay, I gotta use the kick. I think, in general, most games do not look better on a CRT, but the example everyone loves is Donkey Kong Country, because it absolutely looks better on a CRT TV. They used extensive dithering to basically trick CRT TVs into giving them more colors than they actually had available. Oh crap. Like, I may be in favor overall of pixel accuracy and everything, But when a game actually optimizes for a CRT TV, it looks gorgeous.
This is like taking candy from a baby, which is fine by me.
Also, one of my favorite examples of a game that half-assed it is Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger looks way better at pixel aspect ratio 1:1. But they adjusted just a couple things in the game for CRT TVs, like the moon above Mega's castle. And if you play the game at pixel aspect ratio, everything will look fine except like the moon or things like that, which will look squished. You play it on a CRT TV, and everything will look fat except for the moon, which will be perfectly round. Like, great, right? Because they accounted for the aspect ratio change, but only for round things.
ようこそソニック、待っていたぞ。
あれ青くないだよ。
この役立たずどもがネズミ一匹捕まえることができんのか。まあいい、貴様でも十分役に立つ。
なんと皮肉な運命か。捕らえたはずの青き
I
者は
think
外
you're
で
the fake hedgehog around here.
もうしてるわ。
I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. We know! That timing. But yeah, like, I have taken the time to actually, like, study cases of how CRT stuff looks and what games have optimized for it and what haven't. I don't have extensive knowledge of it, but my research was definitely enough to show me, as well as looking at pictures of dev studios back in the day, that most games were developed on CRT monitors that were absolutely showing the pixel aspect ratio for the game assets. Oh crap. And like, kudos to the developers who actually bothered to test on a CRT TV, because like, that seems like it would have been a pain in the butt back in the day. So anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk that many people will disagree with. My controversial opinions. There's a lot of very odd things about Chrono Trigger when it comes to the design. The pixel aspect of the ratio of the game, like as far as what they developed with, seems to be really inconsistent with that game. Maybe if they were based on Clamp character design. But yeah, it varied a lot, and that's the thing. Like, people say there's one correct answer, and there's not. Development was kind of a Wild West back then. No one really knew what the correct or wrong ways of doing things were. Not that they seem to these days either, granted. The Chrono Trigger particularly always strikes me as interesting because you can tell different assets were made for different aspects, and like, I wonder how that happened, you know? Oh, I gotta... No? What the... Okay, that didn't help either. Hmm. Like, I may be coming off as somebody who's a pixel aspect ratio purist, as opposed to a, you know, like, 4:3 purist. But I completely admit that there's stuff that looks much better in 4:3. I just don't agree that all stuff looks better in 4:3. As if it's my fault. I did joke earlier that I was now boxing. I have actually not looked closely at ActRaiser in this regard. What's your take on it, RPG? What's your take on it, Dan? I mean, I always value your opinions too, Dan. I do. Okay, I have to attack it when it's a chicken. Twitch gets rid of chance. Allows streamers to rename chat members. I'm so sorry, Dan. I think I just wanted to hear from you so badly that that I decided that the people who were talking were Dan. That's my excuse. Yeah, it's really interesting. Like, obviously calling Spaceman Smith Silvermane. It's been executive producer for 4 or 5 years now. Ooh, gosh. So, I would like to bring up a relevant example. Oh no! Thanks, Sonic. Very cool. Oh no! Anyway. Okay. So. So. Sega. When they were developing Sonic 2, at least, they absolutely did everything at pixel aspect ratio, although the Genesis is already pretty close to 4:3. as opposed to the Super Nintendo, which is really far from 4.3. But there is documentation, pictures, videos of Sega Studios during Sonic 2 and Sonic 3. And in general, their dev systems are known. And, you know, they were absolutely using PC monitors with specialized PCs. The thing is, like, you know, they get away with it on the fact that, again, Genesis is extremely close to 4.3 already. It won't look entirely correct on some TVs because of the fact that some of them are closer to 5.4. But for the most part, you see a Genesis game on any display, you're seeing it pretty close to how it was meant to be. Unless you're stretching it to widescreen, like a Sociopath. You've seen some streamers widescreen NES games. Oh my god, so have I, RPG. So have I. They like to use their entire monitor. They like to see stuff fill the screen. They don't like black bars. I get it, I just don't agree with it. Like, anybody who had grandparents with widescreen TVs during the early days of widescreen knows that their grandparents wanted things stretched out because they just wanted the screen to be filled. It's not universal, but I think a lot of people were like that. And yeah, people don't like black bars, but it is way preferable to having a game look completely and utterly wrong, rather than at least sorta close. And whether you're playing a game in 4.3 or 16:9 or pixel aspect ratio or anything, like, as long as it's close enough to the original aspect ratio, if you're playing like a 4.3 game in pixel aspect or a pixel aspect game in 4.3, it's going to be close enough. But playing a 16:9 game in any other aspect ratio is going to be a problem. Or if you want another close enough example, you can look at the PSP. It is 2 pixels away from being 16:9. 2 pixels. And almost nobody will complain if you stretch PSP to 16:9 because it's so close already. And the Vita is 4, yeah. Like, I have no idea why they really didn't want us to have those couple of extra pixels, but it's something I had to deal with when I was working on Corpse Party Book of Shadows and Corpse Party Hysteric Birthday, because I ported those games from PC to, from PSP to PC. From PSP to PC. And I had to decide if I wanted to just have the black bars for that, or if I wanted to stretch it. And I think I have a keep aspect ratio setting in there for those who really, really care about those pixels. One way or the other.
貴様との千年にわたる決着。この力を解き放ち、死のワルツを奏でようか。と。
But yeah, the TLDR of all this is I think everybody's right and everybody's wrong. Because it all depends on the game. Oh boy, motion sickness time. Everybody is wrong. That is especially true all the time. Welcome to the stream, King of Mystery. No, that is not nuance. No, that is nuance. That is not allowed on the internet. I see. Sorry, I trip over my own tongue sometimes.
やはり君と僕は似た者同士。そう。同じ死神に疲れてしまった。千年戦士。
Okay, I can't really kill those things, I think. Oh gosh. Oh no, oh no, no. Darn chemical plant spiders. You know, like, most of my friends are 4-3 purists, and I respect that. I entirely respect that. I can see why they feel that way. I cannot feel that way because I know that it's more complicated than either answer being true 100% of the time. I personally tend to default to playing things at pixel aspect ratio, but it depends. Everything but SNES? Oh, Dan, I can't blame you. That's a completely fair opinion. What about the NES, though? Because it had the same aspect ratio. You know, if I had one complaint about this game, it's that it has a run button. And you don't really need to ever not run. So the run button kind of feels like a formality that you just have to hold all the time. It's the right trigger by default. Yeah, like, this is a Mario game. It's a Mario game. But a really good one. There are definitely times in Mario games where you don't want to hold the run button. My favorite Mario game... New Super Mario Brothers 2. No, just kidding, kidding. It's, I guess, Mario 3. Super Mario Brothers 3. Dun 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 dun. can't believe I made such an easy mistake. Okay. Time for more repetitive music. Oh, you see, it's supposed to be like GABA or something, I think. No, not like Alpha. Damn. Wait, there's a secret passage there for some reason. Secret passage of death? Wow. Oh, cool. It's one of these kinds of areas. Oh. Well, now I wish I hadn't pressed that. Although apparently you can't homing attack anything while you're like this. Respecting the original 11-bit sound levels of the Genesis versus 16-bit. Okay, so I think as long as bit conversion is done well, for something like an FM source, you can perfectly get what the result would be like in that bit depth, and it'll sound great. But if you're doing it badly, like the really bad conversion that happens on some later Genesis models, you should go die in a fire. I personally approve of anything that gets legitimately higher quality audio out of a source. But of course, to do that, you have to be paying attention to the source and what it does, and actually using things in a way where you're getting something that would be close to what would be produced if that were the native environment. But for example, I'm the kind of person who doesn't really like to interpolate sound. some basic shaping can be necessary sometimes for a conversion like that. But I don't like interpolation. Yeah, see, the thing about the Genesis is that it's using an FM sound chip. And in theory, you can get identical results at any higher quality arbitrarily that you want, aside from stuff that uses actual PSG samples and stuff, like the infamous drums from Sonic games. Like the one Sonic 4 really likes to overuse. But in theory, you can get amazing sound that is identical to what would come out of a Genesis, aside from being much higher quality. And you can do so really easily. Hello, Liveria. How are you doing? Now, if you're working with an SNES or a PS1 or something like that, they're just using samples that they already have and everything. And you can't necessarily get much better out of it because the chips are already pretty good at playing those sound samples. And the SNES can do much better mixing than you can probably imagine. If you don't think so, go listen to the soundtrack of Majin Tensei 2 Spiral Nemesis. You will be wowed by the fact that that is coming out of an SNES. With all that reverb and all that, just... it feels so full. The SNES can do amazing things, it's all about what the samples you're putting into it are. You're not going to get much better quality out of an SNES if you raise the bit depth or even the frequency. But if you look, yes, Majin Tensei 2 Spiral Nemesis. Anyway, if you look at the GBA, you get a much different case. The GBA supports pretty high quality samples and, in theory, supports some reasonable effects and such that you can apply to the sound. However, and yeah, it should sound identical if you scale it up correctly, but it won't improve like FM would, like the Genesis would. However, yes, it's an SMT game. It's a tactics game, basically, a strategy game in the SMT style. So what I was trying to say is the GBA does not have a good sound chip at all. It doesn't have a sound chip at all, but you get what I mean. And the GBA supports high-quality samples. In theory, the GBA can do as good of music as the SNES or even the PS1 can. In theory. But in actual practice, it is impossible to get good audio quality out of a GBA. And you can get much better versions of GBA songs just by emulating them unrealistically. And I think that's a big problem. But like, check out that song and tell me that you think that sounds like an SNES. And you're going to say, "Oh, this is from the soundtrack. They must have mastered it." And sure, they mastered it a little, But you go and play the actual SNES version, the Super Famicom version of this game, the music sounds almost identical. It actually has the reverb and everything on it because the SPC chip could do that. It had way higher capacity than people thought it did. And I always love to show this game's soundtrack as an example of like the epitome of what the SPC chip can actually do. Sonic Lost World is treating me very well, thank you, Renee. So yeah, whereas, you know, the GBA is a situation of specifications allow it to do more than the system can actually manage. If you play a GBA game in MGBA and set it to XQ audio, you'll get something much closer to what the developers actually must have intended, because you'll get the full quality samples and everything that the GBA can't actually play. It's like, you know, it all comes out muddy normally, despite best efforts. And I just think that's very interesting. And I'm fully in support of the idea of stuff like XQ audio. Absolutely. I think sound should be enjoyed at its maximum. The SNES at its base does not have much ability to support streamed music. This is a misconception that comes with the fact that the MSU1 exists, as well as the fact of the PS1 using a very similar sound chip, which is just a later version of the same one. But no, the SNES at its base cannot support streamed audio. It cannot. The MSU1 does not actually leverage the SPC chip at all to play the streamed audio. It uses its own sound processor and everything. Does the MSU work on hardware? No. The MSU is a hypothetical add-on, and people have made versions of the MSU that you can connect to your SNES, or that you can use through flash drives. But, you know, you need special hardware to use the MSU1 because it's an add-on. Think of it like the Sega CD or something. It's something that you add on to the SNES to allow it to do stuff that it normally wouldn't be able to do. Yeah, really. Yeah, or like the Super FX chip, except like in this case it's more of an add-on for the system than an add-on for the game. Although, you know, add-ons for game cartridges were really common back then because of the way the game cartridges were made. I'm guessing you guys really enjoy hearing me nerd out about stuff like this, don't you? This has been Tech Talk with Sara Lenny. So Dan, did you get a sufficient answer to what you were asking me? Well, I'm glad. I really enjoyed talking about this. Yeah, it is really complicated. Like, I'm not going to pretend it's a simple subject. It's not, but it's something I've thought a lot about, so I guess I'm able to talk about it pretty easily in the sense of, like, having it prepared in my head. That probably makes sense. Yeah, I did, Grilson. That's a thing. Yeah, it is a gross oversimplification. And, you know, it's in many ways not that different from graphics bit depth, which people understand considerably more well. So I find that, in general, you can tell people more understandably about this if you first talk about graphics bit depth, because they'll be like, oh, I know about that. And it really is much the same. More data means more quality. Like, at the end of the day, it'll always come down to that very simple idea, even though that never encompasses how it actually is to experience high quality things. Oh no, angry sheep! Diva has ruined the phrase high quality. Yeah, you're not wrong. You know, I can really appreciate, though, that there are mods for games these days that replace the entire soundtracks with Siva rips. And by the way, it's Siva. If you pay close attention, that's an uppercase I, it's not an L. I've known people who really hated Siva for a long time because, like, of the confusion. But, like, yeah. Oh yeah, of course, I even know musicians that have worked with Siva, like, Layla has worked with Siva, I think, to cover her own tracks and a couple of other things. Like, they pull in all kinds of musicians, including the actual musicians who worked on games. They, in secret, pull in the musicians who worked on the games to go, like, hey, can you give us the actual sound files for your song, or can you do the arrangement, maybe? And a lot of the time, they actually accept. You would be surprised how many Siva rips are actually done by the people who made the song in the first place. And I think that's awesome. It's like, I really can't be mad at them for the confusion they caused, given that. Welcome, Moogle. How are you? You wise from your Gwabe? At least you didn't say thank you for arousing me, like Terranigma. And yeah, there's plenty of rips from Siva Gunner that are actually bangers. Hey, I'm just quoting an RPG's notorious quote. Man, I can't tell you how good of a mood I'm in right now. I love talking about tech so much. And I bet you guys really enjoyed hearing that song, didn't you? That Super Famicom song that sounds nothing like Super Famicom because it's just so good. Duck talks with Sara, Lene went,
What? 俺がテイルスのことを諦めたって？
違うんだ。ボスみたいに嫌味を言いたかったわけじゃなくて。
わしはここにいるんじゃがの。
お前たちに心配されるとはな。テイルスは必ず助けるさ。
ボスとは違って仲間思いでいいよな。テイルスが羨ましいよ。
お前ら、わしをバカにしてんのか。
Console CPUs and chips. Honestly, I think that for the most part, the choice of CPU for a console is not that important as long as it's strong enough. It's up to the dev kit. It's up to the dev kit and the console creator support to make sure that the CPU can be leveraged properly, regardless of what chip it is or what architecture or anything. It's all about whether it can actually be used properly. Like, for example, I personally, and I'm gonna link the song again just so you guys can enjoy it who are just joining us. Like, this is a Super Famicom song. Believe it. Anyway, what I'm gonna say is, like, as long as the chip is strong enough, it doesn't matter what it is, because you can absolutely get a lot of power out of it if the dev kit works properly. Now, with the PS2, we got a very interesting situation with the PS2. Because, like, nobody knew how to get the full power out of the PS2 when it launched. And for even a couple years. It took them a couple years to figure out how to fully leverage the PS2 CPU and its other chips because of the way they work with each other. And this created a situation where the PS2 seemed to get much stronger as its years went on, until it got to the point that we had games running in 1080i at the end of the PS2's life. Now, this is cool and all, but I don't think Sony did this on purpose. I think it was more of a happy accident, where they didn't realize what power they had actually put into the system until the system had really started to achieve its potential. Compare with a system like the Dreamcast that was basically getting its potential right away, and so it looked way more impressive to begin with. However, then we got the PS3. And with the PS3, Sony seemingly tried to do this on purpose, with the way they handled the cell processor, the way they chose the cell processor, and the way they handled the dev kit for the system. They wanted it to be another slow burn where the system would show its full potential over many, many years. But the problem is, the cell processor is intentionally bullcrap. It's really hard to get everything out of that. It's really hard to make full use of the cell processor. And it's not because they hadn't figured out how yet. It's just because it's bad. It's just because it's designed really bad. And, like, I feel like they were trying to reproduce their success in the worst possible way. And that just doesn't work. You can't invoke success. You can't recreate an accident, exactly. You're going to make a worse mistake.
元気かね、ソニック。
ああ、ようやく見つけたぜ。
それはこっちのセリフだ。あんな小狐ごときに用はない。
まずはテイルスを返してもらおうか。
構わん。ただ少し取り込み中でね。改造が終わったらすぐ返そう。
なんだと
？Yeah, damn. I definitely see it. It's definitely how a lot of people look at things. But, like, the thing is, the PS2 was a really beautiful accident. And if not for those hidden depths that even Sony wasn't expecting from the PS2, as they improved their dev kits and everything, if not for that, the PS2 would have been remembered as the game console that created games that look like Bouncer. Mind you, I really like Bouncer, but that's not a good-looking game. You know, everything would have kept looking like the launch titles if that had been the real potential of the PS2. And in similar regards, like, systems that show their full potential right away, which is most of them, all the games just keep looking like the best launch games, or a little better. Aside for developers that are really clever about it, and find ways to, like, get more for less. But if you look at the Dreamcast, for example, the launch titles look the same as the late titles. There's really no difference. And yeah, the PS3's GPU is definitely a huge disappointment. A lot of things about the PS3 are. I just especially have it out for the cell processor because you can tell just looking at the idea of the cell processor that they were trying to reproduce the success of the PS2 by creating something that was kind of a similar idea. Yeah, I wouldn't say that most systems show their potential right away, but I would say some do. And the Dreamcast absolutely did. Like, people make fun of the exaggerated expressions and stuff in Sonic Adventure nowadays, but you know, those people were not playing Sonic Adventure when it came out, and when it was one of the best looking games ever made. There was a time when Sonic Adventure was the best you could hope for, by far. And people forget that. Sonic Adventure put everything on the PS2 to shame. At the time. It put, you know, like, during that generation. Until the Dreamcast died, the PS2 didn't have anything that looked as good as a Dreamcast game. Somebody clearly hasn't played Orphan Scion of Sorcery. No one to fight. The Dreamcast died because Sega was really bad at marketing it and, of course, at the logistics of everything. Logistics has never been Sega's strong suit. They messed up logistics with every console after the Genesis, including all of the Genesis's add-ons. They had no idea how to get this stuff in the consumer's hands at the proper times. They had no idea how to manufacture the right amounts of these things. And they had no idea how to market it for each territory. For example, the Saturn did much better in Japan, but it had an early and really vapid launch in the West that basically colored the whole lifespan of the Saturn. Along with the whole fact that the Saturn was created more or less out of spite, there was a whole thing between Sega of America and Sega of Japan back then. They had a grudge on each other, and they were creating competing console designs. Like the 32X was the idea of one region and Saturn of the other. Sega just had a lot of issues with doing things in any sane way as far as company logistics and management. The Saturn had every bit of potential to be an amazing console like the PS1. It only didn't because they managed it so badly. And the Dreamcast. Part of the problem with the Dreamcast is that its biggest gimmicks were way ahead of its time. Like, having an actual online service And even subscription MMORPG is one of your killer apps. Way before people were ready for that. Parents were not gonna do anything with that. You couldn't get people to play like X-Band. So the Dreamcast wasn't going to do much better in that regard. Because nobody was going to pay for the services required, and they weren't going to hook up the Dreamcast to their dial-up internet. The funny thing is, if you did, it was a pretty wild experience at the time compared to what else you could get on other systems. It was good for what it was. Using internet on the Dreamcast was really cool. I say this as somebody who did. It was just too ahead of its time. And so when Microsoft came along with the Xbox, they did a lot of the same things, but they did it better because the technology finally existed to do it right. So, you know, it's all a matter of, it just was way too early to do the stuff they did. Dial-up was really expensive. You had to pay the phone bill the same as you would for actual phone calls, except it was usually long distance, unless you had a local ISP that was really good. And it would tie up the phone line too. Like, nobody would be able to make or receive phone calls while you were online like that. And then there's the sound. I don't know. A lot of people enjoy dial-up sounds now in a sort of nostalgia way. I am not one of them, but it does bring back memories. Memories of a simpler time. And simpler is definitely what I would call it. Cell? Cell? A cell? Oh, you silly boy. You silly, silly, naive boy. Now, here's another fun fact. Cell phones actually did exist back then. But unless you were rich, you weren't getting one in the West world. Japan had cell phones. In fact, would you believe that Pokemon Crystal in Japan had online play? On the Game Boy Color, it had online play via cell phone service.
あいつらテイルスをロボットにするつもりか？どうすれば？
ロボットになるってそんなに悪くはないけどね。お前が言うなよ。こっちは余計なものがくっついてまるで悪夢だよ。
That is not a joke. It's completely true. So besides the PS2, what other consoles do you think were late bloomers? You know, that's a pretty tough question. The PS2 is easily the biggest example. And yes, really, Pokemon Crystal. Oh no, I got shot. You would watch a video that's just me talking tech. I getcha. Yeah, I know all sorts of obscure stuff. lot of people don't even realize that we had online play for the Super Nintendo and the Genesis through X-Band. And to an extent, the Sega channel had a couple cases. And believe me, X-Band was not a very good service. Did not personally have a subscription to X-Band. I wanted it so bad. But I knew someone who did. And it was very specific. But still, we had online play for Super Nintendo games. We had online play for Genesis games. And like, you know, there's so many things that people take for granted now that were technical marvels back in the day. Oh, I hit the signpost without having to actually touch it. Cool. The Sega channel has other interesting things about it, like there is stuff that was exclusive to the Sega channel, and we haven't recovered all of it. Do I have a favorite Pokemon? Eevee. To be clear, regular Eevee. Important redemption. In all of my Pokemon journeys that I take a regular Eevee with me. Bite is a really good move for them. Anyway, there's stuff that we never actually recovered after everything with regards to the Sega channel. Like, we've got Wily Wars and such, but for example, you know there's that Garfield game on Genesis, right? The one people actually kind of like. That game was cut in two because they couldn't finish it in time. But they released all of the levels that they couldn't finish on the Sega channel, calling it Garfield The Lost Levels. Nobody has ever to date found a copy of Garfield The Lost Levels. It hasn't been found. It's one of the only lost pieces of media relating to the Sega Genesis. The lost levels actually became lost. We have none of the Satellaview stuff? No, that's not true. We have a lot of the Satellaview stuff. We just don't have everything. Like, part of that being because people actually did record, like, the Satellaview radio broadcasts and such in some cases. Sort of like how, even though there's episodes that are missing of Doctor Who because BBC erased the tapes, we have audio for every single Doctor Who episode that was ever aired because people were recording the audio from them. There's a similar case for Satellaview stuff. Like, we have the ROMs, and in some cases people actually recorded the actual broadcasts, so they're not entirely lost. And people have made recreations of, like, the full broadcast version of BS Zelda exactly as intended. You can play BS Zelda exactly as it was. We also have plenty of Satellaview exclusive games that's ROMs have been ripped. Part of this is because Satellaview ROMs had to be downloaded to the actual cartridge. You couldn't just keep them in memory because the Super Famicom didn't have enough memory to do that. And it would have been pointless for them to put that memory in the Satellaview cartridge and require you to download the game every time. We have a lot of Satellaview ROMs. We don't have everything, but we have a lot of it. Most Satellaview stuff is around. It's a fact. Look it up. But, here's the thing. Satellaview downloads were either live events, like BS Zelda and such, which had radio broadcasts to go with them, streamed audio. And the streamed audio is the harder thing to find because, you know, very few people were recording it, even though some people were. But the ROMs themselves are easy enough to find, typically. And what you really have to worry about is bit rot, because a lot of these cartridges have lost bits from aging, regular aging. As well as one other problem, which is that Satellaview games had play limits. Like, they were set so that once downloaded, you could play them like 10 times or something like that, aside for the ones that were live broadcasts. So if you had like Radical Dreamers, you could play it like 20 times and then it would lock itself forever and you wouldn't be able to play it anymore. And as I understand it, if the play count has expired, you cannot actually rip the ROM anymore either. I may be mistaken about this, so correct me if I'm wrong. But still. I think that it deleted just enough of the data that it would cause an issue. Like, you wouldn't be able to just take the ROM as is and use it, but you also wouldn't be able to guess what you needed.
Sonic, 聞こえる？ごめん、私たちそろそろ限界みたい。あなたに言いたいこといっぱいあったのに。
エミ、ナックルズ。
また仲間を失ったな。貴様のすべてを奪ってやる。
Now, it wasn't just the CPS-3 that had a suicide board. It was also the CPS-2. But the CPS-2 had easier encryptions to figure out. So you could get the encrypted ROMs from the CPS-2 more easily. Oh no. Because people just figured out and found ways to use decryption keys for CPS-2, but it took a lot longer for the CPS-3. So, JD's asked about Polybius. Now, the thing about Polybius, that game never existed. It was a myth. Was. Somebody made a game based on those myths. But it was never anything more than a myth as far as anyone has evidence of. And personally, I'm inclined to believe that the lack of evidence in this case is also the evidence of absence. There are no reliable accounts of somebody playing the game that aren't just part of some creepypasta or something reinforcing a creepypasta. Nobody has ever come out and said, yeah, I played Polybius, without responding to creepypasta about the game. So basically there isn't a lot to say about the game because it never existed. It was just a urban legend told as a creepy story. But yeah, the thing about the Satellaview games is, like, you know, you were getting games for free for having the Satellaview service, but you weren't getting them to keep in many cases. Very few, not zero, but very few Satellaview games were entirely free to keep. Think of it kind of like how you don't actually own the games that you get through PS Plus or Xbox Gold. Yeah, it was like the 3DS and Wii U having limited play demos. And yeah, I'd like to not think about that. Yeah, Dan, I'm with you on that. I'm with you. Oh, I think I skipped the gimmick. Oops. Oh, this is disorienting. Oh no. Okay, I guess this is an anti-frustration feature, and I can get behind that. Well, people made a game called Polybius many, many years later, basically to capitalize on the old urban legend. Which, as a note, if it were more than just an urban legend, they wouldn't be able to do that. But it's basically making money off of people's memories and everything of those urban legends. It's kind of like if a Pokemon clone came out and was marketed in a way where its main mascots were Pikablue and Mew3. Except Pokemon never existed. Fake Muse. Video game urban legends are a very interesting topic in general. And you know, there's some video game urban legends that everyone knows, like L is real. Or finding the Triforce in Ocarina of Time. L is real is the legend of being able to play as Luigi in Super Mario 64, or to being able to find Luigi. And yeah, reviving Aerith. And then there's obscure ones, like the fact that Capcom said there was still a secret in Mega Man 9 that nobody ever found. You know, this part is kind of unfair. Like, how could I have guessed, without dying to it the first time, that I had to do that to survive? How could I know that I had to crawl across to this area? Oh, what? What? Oh no! Oops, one too many. as much as I enjoy talking about tech, can we all just appreciate how cool this game is? Because this game is really cool. I would heartily recommend this game to anyone. Uh-oh. It was fine, although it definitely committed a sin if you're the kind of person who likes that sort of video. Am I enjoying the Deadly Six? Why, of course. Didn't you know I'm the Deadly Seventh? That's Dragon Cat Man drew that. Oh. I don't know, I think Sega just kind of decided that. Like, they actually have, like, a race name and everything, like, there's a Zeddy. I think my favorite gag, if you can call it that, in Sonic Boom is Tails absolutely roasting Sonic when Sonic is trying to tell a joke. And Sonic is wondering why Tails didn't laugh, and he's like, "Oh, you didn't get it." And Tails is like, "Oh, I got it. It just did not qualify as humorous." Like, that's just savage. It's the most savage thing Tails has ever said. And mind you, that's from the actual game. The show is supposed to be really good. I haven't actually seen it. But I was talking about the game, in which Tails makes a savage burn. What if Eggman is the seventh sin? Well, that just happened.
その無様にあがつむしろ尊敬の念すら抱くよし多少は遊べるようになった
It's the other way around. The show was based on the game. It was all just designed as this big multimedia thing. The The thing is, I played Sonic Boom as one of the milestones for 2020 Sonic Month. And I gotta say, I have never in my life played a game that was just so boring. And, like, you guys know me by now. I'm really open-minded about games. Like, I can enjoy just about anything if I put my mind to it. But Sonic Boom is just egregiously boring. There is nothing actually fun in that game. No, it was not a good Sonic game. It wasn't even close to being a good Sonic game. Yeah, the show is fantastic, or so I've heard. Well, Dan, there's always one way to make sure that you watch the show. Time to start a podcast that's all about the Sonic Boom show, episode by episode. I'm not serious, by the way. You already have too much on your plate. Uh-oh. I died.
No use.
Oops. I died again.
多少は遊べるようになった。
This fight isn't so bad once you actually understand it. Okay. So hitting him again during that kills me? Okay.
多少は遊べるようになった。
I died again. My feelings on Typing of the Dead. I approve of Typing of the Dead, I think. I've never actually played it myself, though. I assume it's in how I actually finish him off. Oh. Uh-oh. Getting the feeling at this Getting the feeling at this point that I might not be able to kill him by knocking him off of the head. It might have to be the back. Ow. They have names, but it doesn't seem like they really appear meaningfully in, like, the cutscenes. Remember when that kind of run was considered really cool and was just associated with ninjas? Sara Lene remembers. Okay, I get it. Oh, it was worth a try. Okay, so the way to finish him is a question mark.
多少遊べるようになった。
Spin dash doesn't work, the kick doesn't work, the homing attack doesn't work. That's definitely the something stupid that Cleo was trying to tell me about the fight. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, we are running out of lives.
多少は遊べるようになった。
Chaos control is.
Uh-oh. Oops. Trying to think of what other moves exist. There's the ground pound like that, but no way, right? Help. That hurt. Oh, great. Got him hit with his own laser. Smashing homing attack doesn't work either. Not that I expected it would. Like, see? Okay, come here, Zavok. Come here. Ow. Oh, that's dumb. That is extremely dumb. Wow.
Well done, my guest.
Basically just letting the lock-on rack up, which shouldn't even be a thing. And there's another zone. Cool. Yeah, it's basically something that didn't matter even once before. Oh, my model died. Oh, there we go. Now, hold on a moment, because I have something to show you guys. I'll show you guys this. This. Since I was just shown this from Green Nose, and it looks just about done, if not completely done. So there you guys go. You get to see it. Don't forget my art tag this time, Greenie. So there you go. That's art from Green Nose. Thank you, Green Nose. Thank you. Okay, let me retweet that now. Sonic Lost World audio jump scare. Okay, it's been retweeted. Okay, let's get on with the game.
ソニックを改造するつもりでいたが、貴様でも十分役に立ちそうだ。
ソニックはハンバーグにして美味しく食っちまうんだな。楽しみだな。
さて、最後に言いたいことはあるかな。あったとしても聞く気もないが。
今までに比べれば楽勝だよ。この前も爪楊枝一本でコンピューターの修理に挑戦したんだ。ピンチはチャンスに変えなくちゃね。
わあ、落ちたらやばいな。
そうじゃの。
見ろよこのパワー。このみなぎるパワーで狙っていってストライク。
エグマン。
落とし前をつけてやろうぜ。なあ師匠。
我らの真の力を見せてくれ。
待ってくれよ。俺は腹が減ってもう我慢できねえ。なは。
Man, I can't believe Eggman's dead.
So, 地獄のバーディータイムだ。くたばれよ。
Totally not Bowser boss. Indeed.
順番的にデザートだな。
Oops, I died. Remember that time when Team Chaotix killed Eggman? Good times. Ow. Cutscene making sure I don't have any rings. Ow. This attack feels like a Furi boss fight. Uh-oh. Maybe I should have kick attacked him. Maybe not? Oh no, I died. Dessert, huh? Oh. Dun 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 dun. No, no. Oh. Oh darn, the eggs drop when I get hit. was worth a try. Anyway, no eggs for me then. Well, that's fine. Oh no! I see. Well, it's too late for that now. But hey, the more you know.
ソニックを改造するつもりでいたが、貴様でも十分役に立ちそうだ。
ソニックはハンバーグにして美味しく食っちまうんだな。楽しみだな。
さて、最後に
Just over here stretching.
あったとしても聞く気もない。
今までに比べれば楽勝だよ。この前も爪楊枝一本でコンピューターの修理に挑戦したんだ。
わあ、落ちたらやばいな。
うん、そうじゃの。
見ろよこのパワー。このみなぎるパワーで狙っていってんだ。
Okay, let's just skip Eggman freaking dying. Should have built a handrail.
そう地獄のバーディータイムだ。
Okay, that's that guy down. So you guys know when I said yesterday that I shouldn't let myself stream without eating again? I had a snack this time. I don't think it was enough. Oh no. Ow. Water. Oh, was that all? Huh. Ah yes, Lava Mountain Zone 2 would obviously be underwater. That's very lava-y. Very lava-y. What the? Oh god, Sonic Heroes flashbacks with all those rails.
defense system to shield the base with my lava magma.
Please enjoy this music. Okay, physics? Don't worry about it. Now see, as a streamer, aren't I the one who's supposed to be saying don't worry about it? Like, oh, what's that? Don't worry about it. You tell me not to worry about it. I think I'm gonna worry about it. Indeed. Oh. Crap, fire. Uh-oh. But it looks good. Yeah, I wonder about that too, the hitboxes on them. Ow. Okay, I have rings, but these bombs straight up murder you. Uh-oh. Like, these bombs are just death. You die. You just die. Because this is where all your lives are going, yeah.
Oh my god,
Uh-oh. Oh no, I hit the thing. I skipped the segment. Oh well, whatever. It's too late to worry about that now. What the? Uh-oh. Naho, how are you doing? We made it. Arcade stuff, huh? I see.
エミー、ナックルズ、返事してくれ。
So remember when everyone died except Sonic? Even Eggman? Man, if you thought Sonic Forces goes hard.
Hey, ようやく追い詰めたぜ。
僕の罠にかかったとも知らずに愚かな。
いいだろう。小狐を返すとしよう。
テイルス。お前ら、テイルスに何をした？
あら、従順なロボットにしてあげたのよ。
貴様ら、絶対に許さねえ。
仲間とも戦えるのか。テイルス、やれ。
I am the Q-Tails of Borg.
やだね。
何？
すっかり騙されたぜ。さあ決着だ。
Well, Tails has an arm cannon now. Vox, where? Black cute tails. Indeed. Oh yes. Dash? How do I dash? Oh, like that. We're all dead. Okay, I'm trying to... Oh. Right, this is actually hover, basically. Because for some reason it's dash instead. Hover! Okay. Uh-oh. Of course I would go off the side with that. Oh man. Wonderful.
That was pure skill.
Wow.
It's a big maze.
I knew it was going to run out then. I knew it was going to run out then. Finally, you get to watch someone play a hacky video game as haphazardly as you do all of them. I don't know, some people say that I'm good at video games. People have said that. I don't have it on good authority or anything, though. Okay, we got a side-scrolling segment. And the magma's rising.
私油物とかこってりしたものって好きじゃないのよね。しつこいから。
Angel lava rising. I'm more worse at video games than Arino. That's fun, Dan. That's fun. I'm glad I could help you. The game doesn't explain itself well, that much I'll definitely say. Honestly, that's the thing about this game as a whole, Dan. This game is actually a Mario game. And you know, I kind of dig that about it. It's so unsettling how much of a Mario game it is. I can't say that you're wrong. Yeah, it is kind of unsettling.
ようやく追い詰めたぜ。
僕の罠にかかったとも知らずに愚かな。
いいだろう。小狐を返すとしよう。
テイルス!
I just wanted you all to appreciate the cute tales of Borg again. Oh. Oh. Oops, I did it again. The devs wanted another Mario Galaxy game. The devs didn't say this. I know you're joking, but I could almost believe it. I could almost believe it. Oh, safe! Safe.
あんたの顔見るのうんざりだ。私、油物とかこってりしたものって好きじゃないのよね。しつこい。
Imagine if Sonic Team called up Miyamoto with a request if he could make Galaxy 3 for them. So they just made their own after being told no. It kind of feels that way.
あんたって本当にしつこいわね。
It's just like Mario Galaxy, I realize it's gotta be a really good... You know, I realize Mario Galaxy's probably really good, but I never had any interest in it. And similarly, this game turned out to be really good, but I never had any interest in it. And I'm just wondering why I never tried it, because, like, it's great. Oh, I almost ran right into the lava. Go me. Why aren't you interested in good games? Oh, Dan. Oh, Dan. You're gonna make me put on Zangura, aren't you? Because she's a Sonic fan. I'm sorry for having great boobs and correct opinions about everything. As if it's my fault. What the?
まだ諦めないの。君の走りはシャイニング側だった。しかし僕は負けない。ダークシャイニングがある限り。
Vox will never have any clue why you redeemed that. But it's okay because, according to the joke of the day, I'm Vox. Oh no! See, some of the lava is elastic and some of the lava is just lava. Hey, there's hover. Uh-oh. Wow. So why does the lava come up so quickly? Like, somebody's just cranking the lava up, literally? Rubber banding lava, yeah. Ow. What the? I saw one of the platforms disappear because it hadn't loaded in yet. This is a great example of a bad guy who can kill you anytime. He just doesn't want to. Uh-oh. Okay, well, I did that myself, I guess. Good use of your drop dash. It's not quite how drop dash works, but we'll go with that. Oh, hi. That guy just lemmings blocked me to death. It doesn't really seem like there's any way I can directly hurt him, so there must be some way I can indirectly hurt him. Okay, not like that though. It's either that or I have to survive until I get to the top. Okay, there is a top. What if I... Oh. Oh. I didn't do it. It wasn't me, I wasn't even there. What the? Why would the camera change then? What? Camera? Remember the time when Sonic just straight up cooked a guy in lava? Uh-oh. Okay, I should grab hover first. Oh, I messed up. Okay. You know what? I could probably just get on top of the rail. Okay, this looks, yeah. Oh boy. Uh-oh. I messed up again. Lightspeed dash. Wait. I don't think there's lightspeed dash in this. Oh, Brian H. 1988. Welcome. Welcome, Compendium Raid. Welcome to Sonic Lost World. Oh man. Okay. Well, you say that, but as far as I know, there is no lightspeed dash in this game. If there is, it would be completely news to me. It's entirely possible that you're right.
僕の罠にかかったとも知らずに愚かな。
いいだろう。小狐を返すとしよう。
テイルス
I am La Cute Tales of Borg.
お前らテイルスに何をした？
あら、従順なロボットにしてあげたのよ。
貴様ら絶対に許さねえ。
仲間とも戦えるのか。テイルス、やれ。
やだね。
何
Mediocre. I think this game is great. Like, it's really good, although it may be because, like, did you play the Wii U version? Because I heard that the animal requirements for unlocking stages is way worse in the Wii U version. Ow. But this is the Steam version, and I never had to worry about, unlocking the stages, because I always had enough animals already. I'm playing this with an Xbox One controller.
私、油物とかこってりしたものって好きじゃないのよね。しつこい。
Because 3D Sonic games are one of the only things that I play with a controller. Anyway, I just know that I have really enjoyed this experience.
本当にしつこいわね。何度断ってもデートを誘ってくるどっかの誰か。
But then I'm one of those people who doesn't enjoy Heroes or Unleashed, which I always hear people raving about.
しつこい男って嫌いなの。
Oh no, the spikes got me. People like Unleashed daytime stages a lot. Personally, I wasn't even impressed by them. Yeah, people like exactly half of Unleashed, exactly. Although the Werehog parts would probably be a little better if the battle music wasn't constantly playing all the time, so that you could actually appreciate the nice songs that they made for the Werehog stages that you never get to hear. Now you see what's interesting about Adventure 2's controls. People hate Shadow the Hedgehog, but if you play the GameCube version of Shadow the Hedgehog, it basically has perfected Adventure 2 controls. You play, you don't play the PS2 version, rather. You play the GameCube version. If you don't play the PS2 version is what I meant to say. If you don't play the PS2 version of Shadow, you get Adventure 2 controls, but better.
シャイニング側だったんだ。しかし僕は負けない。ダークシャイニングがある限り。よっやっ
Like, of every 3D Sonic game that I have played, the one with the best controls was Shadow the Hedgehog on GameCube. I am not kidding. Yeah, it has perfected grinding. It's like the best of both worlds when it comes to grinding, because like it's Adventure 2 grinding, but it's still easier. Like, it doesn't get better than that when it comes to grinding. Shadow is a very fun game. It's just that sadly it has sort of grindy stages in some cases where you have the ones where you have to like find things. Apparently the hover wisp is sleeping. I can't use it right now. Yeah, the way you can use the lightspeed dash, even if you already got the rings, is really good. Oh no. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. You may have meant right trigger. Great, great, great. I think I'm gonna stick to just going through the wall jump part. This works for me. This works for me. Yeah, the Crash Wand strategy. Yeah, the game explains the controls, but actually finding the tutorials is apparently kind of a pain, so... Okay, another inside section. Okay, so the gears are gonna fall. Oh. Okay, I did that to myself. Basically, anyway. Oh, that's mean. I knew that was gonna happen. I was like, it's gonna roll up and the one-up's gonna be covered in lava. And that's exactly what happened. Okay, I messed that up. Okay. Just think, guys, we're almost there. Uh-oh. Okay, how many lives left? 7. Right, since I'm grabbing an extra life every time, it's fine. I have not read them. Ah. Darn you, lava magma.
ソニックとヘッジはあの無能なエッグマンが貴様を気にかけるわけ。ようやく理解。さあ決着をつけよう。
Oh boy. Hello again. Oh, I see you learned how to Hadoken. Okay, these are just out of reach. He's not even doing the inputs, that's cheating. I don't know, if you saw what a keyboard player can do with something like that. You can put in the inputs so fast it's not even visible. Oh. Why am I getting massive Catherine vibes now? What the heck? Catherine. Oh crap. Oh crap. Okay, 7 lives. Thank you for the follow, Zaylock. I hope you enjoy your time here. Oh crap, I did it again. Try again. Sweet apple pie. And yeah, I probably should. Yeah, this gives me really big Catherine vibes.
やったね。次は装置を止める番だね。僕に任せて。
なあテイルス、これ止まってないか？
もう遅いわ。6機種に奪われたこの装置を取り戻すため、お前らには奴らを引きつけるおとりになってもらったというわけじゃ。そしてついに究極決戦兵器が完成した。星のエネルギーを利用して生み出されるその破壊力は計り知れんぞ。貴様とも仲良しごっこも名残惜しいがお別れの時間じゃ。
やっぱこうじゃないとな。行くぜエッグマン。
The only thing that's gonna get conquered is your face. Get her, Eggman. Well, just like Professor Saotome, he just will not die. I'm holding invincibility. Okay guys, I will be back in just a moment. It won't even be a minute. Hello, I'm back. Huh? I highly doubt. Anyway. Oh, ow. Okay. Ah yes, the classic. Homing attacking up Eggman in order to homing attack him directly. And yes, there's red rings in the boss fight apparently. I mean, there were in the past boss fights as well. Okay, now the hand clasp, right? Nope. Lasers. Man, this is really making me want to play Furi. I absolutely gotta stream Furi after Sonic Month. Not that I've never streamed it before, but I really gotta stream it again. Oh, darn. Just missed it. RPG, you've never heard of it? You've seen me play it like 3 times. What the? I have not played Haven. Yet. Sorry, you just never heard it pronounced incorrectly. Come on, man. Like if you pronounce it Fury, for the most part, nobody's gonna have any idea what you're talking about. Because it's such a generic title in that way. Furry. I don't know, you guys see what the subtitles, the captions thought of that. They thought I said Ferrari just now. Man, what the heck's happening here? This seems kind of wrong. Oh. Yeah, they called you Kristen earlier today. Okay, it's once again a case where I have to wait for it to get all the targets, I guess. Do you know the name Adol Kristen? Ah, Adol Kristen. Ow. Oh, I missed one of the red rings. Don't really care though. Idol Christian sounds like a very questionable anime. Damn. Yeah, the dub doesn't understand what it's doing in that regard. But what dub does? These stubs have never known what to do with Adol's name. Ow. Yeah, the captions get wild. They do not speak Catgirl at all. It's only when I'm, like, voice acting characters that they suddenly get everything right. Oh no, it happened again. You played 1, but you didn't play 2? It's like playing half of a game. I mean, my release should work fine for the most part. You know, the one on Steam and GOG. I mean, I'm sure we could figure it out. It has to be fixable. Because you know, I still care about supporting those games. I care about them a lot. Oh gosh. It attacked so fast that time. Oh man, he's mad.
You know what they say, the more the merrier.
Wait, why is he suddenly speaking English? Oh no, I didn't hit him. He's mauling. Hey, that wasn't a serious question. I was being funny. You have to remember, I'm sort of a comedian in my style here. Along with everything. Ow. That hurt. Okay, okay. Let's get him this time. Let's get him. Eggman has switched to English briefly out of shame. Oh!
やっぱり僕の言った通りだったでしょ。もっと信頼してほしいよ。
悪かったよ、テイルス。俺が悪かった。
あ、それと奪ったエネルギーを星に返すようコードを書き換えちゃうね。エッグマンよりも僕の方が優れているってことを見せてあげるよ。
ソニックめ、またあのホラガイを見つけゼッティたちを操ってやる。エッグマンロッキ州の復活じゃい。よー。はて、ジェットバックちゃん？
おいエッグマン、こんなところにパーツを落としてるぜ。
おのれ
ー。よし、これで元通りだ。エネルギー発射。
よかったな。ようエミ、無事でよかったな。
ソニックとテイルスのおかげね。
ま、俺がやってればもっと早く解決できたと思うけどな。
そうかもしれないな。それよりいい天気だ。のんびりしようぜ。
You. So, that was a really good Sonic game and a really good Mario game.
さっさと助けに今回まったく使えんの。
ボス顔がお元気そうでダンディーなお顔です。ボスその顔ちょっと汚れてますね。きれいにしないと。
気持ち悪い。さっさとまたホラ貝を探しに行くぞ。
おい、なんであのヒゲのこと言っちゃダメなの？機嫌を損ねる前に君の体を作ってもらわないとまた変な体にされちゃうだろう。なるほど、優しいね。
足のヒゲがどうしたんじゃ。
There's a questionable thing up there. Hidden world? Ow. Man, this is making me feel like I badly need a dance emote. Jam. Ow, dead. Oh man. Oh, guys. This hidden world seems like it's going to be really cool. And I definitely want to check it out. But I'm going to be ending the stream for today, I'm afraid. I'm going to be sending you over to... I have no idea. I have no idea. I definitely didn't see anything like that. I'm going to be sending you over to my friend Leona because it's her birthday. It's her birthday. And so we're going to raid her. And here is our raid message. We are going to go raid Hatsu. We're all going to send this message when we raid her, okay? So I'm going to roll credits as usual as I set up the raid. Have a good night, everyone. So remember, this is our raid message. We're doing this.